Okay guys, so a helpful tool in VirtualDJ is to come over here. Now depending on the version you're using, if you're at Shores Inn, it's going to be a little bit different. But for everybody else, as soon as your VirtualDJ has upgraded to the latest April update, over here in Ideas, I believe it's in Ideas, yes, there is a tab called History. And if you open up the History tab, it's going to pull up. Now, this is my personal laptop. I have not run a show with this one, so it's going to look a little different. But on these days, I have played music, and so I could get a history. You know, there's just one track that I was checking for each of these. But these are all the history tabs. So when you run a show, let's say I did run a show, and it was apparently a very short show, but this song was played on 4/24. So if you did a show on 4/11, you could pull up these songs that you did. This is helpful when you want to come down here and make an auto mix list, because these are going to be the songs that you may want to save for your karaoke bumper music. And karaoke bumper music are songs that you're playing in between karaoke tracks when your karaoke rotation is turned on. There's another tutorial regarding how to turn this on when you have a karaoke show running. If you're just doing a DJ show, you're just going to be using your auto mix. And so it's helpful to have these here. If you're running a karaoke show, it's also helpful because when you open this up, these are people, okay, maybe I have run a show. These are people that have sang before. So if I click on Steve, you can see that he sang. If I move this over, you can see when he sang it. So on 3/18, he sang these two songs. It's helpful because if you have a singer that likes certain versions of songs, such as just Sound Choice, and that's going to be under the comments, he likes the Sound Choice version of this song. So it'll save these people in here. When you go to put your karaoke singers in, you can drag it over here and it will automatically put his name. Now, let's say you have a lot of shows you're doing or a lot of singers that could have the name Steve. So when you come in here and let's say that Amanda wants to sing Sweet Caroline, okay, and she wants this version, which is Chartbusters. Let me throw it over here. Let's say I want to make sure I know exactly who she is. I can put Amanda. I could put a last initial. I could put, if this laptop moves around to multiple shows, you could put Amanda at Shores Inn or Amanda at RJ's, wherever you might be. You can customize the name. And the reason why you want to do that is because when you go back here to Ideas, into the history, and you, oops, I don't know what I just did. And I open it up to karaoke, and I want to make sure I find the right Steve. Otherwise, if I have multiple Steves at multiple shows that are just Steve, they're all going to show up under the name Steve. So that's a helpful hint over here when you're putting a new singer in. You might want to say it's Amanda at Shores Inn or whatever that might be. Or Metal Mike is a singer I know at Shores Inn specifically. Or I'm trying to think of another singer at a particular show, but you get what I'm saying. Encourage your singers to have names like this guy, which is Caleb, like in the Bible. He sings a very particular song. It's not in here today, though. So that is a helpful hint for remembering certain singers who like particular versions. And you are going to find people that like only certain versions, usually Sound Choice or DK. I'm going to have another tutorial regarding that. So check out the tutorials regarding how to find specific versions and how to turn on your karaoke rotation.